Alright guys, back with another video today, and I was very excited about getting this in the mail. As you can see, the Masque of the Red Death right here, and this is a Four Horsemen Studios Figura obscura series figure, and it seems like they're coming out with one of these every year around the Halloween season. I did get the figure from last year, which was the Headless Horseman with the horse and everything. It was a really cool figure. I do have a review of that. But I think this might be their third figure in the line. Because I think Krampus, they did a Krampus before that, but I'm not 100% sure. I think they came out with a Santa Claus too, if I remember correctly. But I've only ever had the Headless Horseman and now this. And this is really cool if you guys aren't familiar with the Masque of the Red Death, which is an Edgar Allan Poe like short story, or I don't know if you consider it a poem or what. I'm pretty sure it's just a short story. Yeah, this is basically like a whole little shortening of the story right here on the back, which is interesting that they put that on there, which is cool. So, you know, if you guys want to read all that, you can freeze frame it or whatever. But I'm assuming if you got this figure, if you're interested in the figure, you probably know the story like I do. But it's interesting also is that they provided us with a little booklet here. It's not even in the package. Like this has a film over it. That's why it's kind of shining. We'll take it out in a minute and go over that. But they had a little booklet here, which it says presented by Edgar Allan Poe and the Four Horsemen Studios. But this is the whole story. You know, it's not a real long story anyways, but I thought it was really cool that they added this little booklet here. And there is like some artwork in there. That's really cool. I was checking it out. But yeah, they literally got the whole the whole story in here. Which is interesting. There's the clock. But I think they have like the picture of like the masquerade party with the little costumes and everything. It's really cool. I really like this little fold out picture here. But yeah, they got the whole story in here. And you know, if you guys haven't read it or whatever before, it is a pretty good, decent story. I don't know if it's my favorite Edgar Allan Poe, but it's definitely a good one. So yeah, check it out. And they even have a little about Edgar Allan Poe in the back here, and then a little bit about Four Horsemen Studios. I think it's cool that they're doing like this little niche, because you don't really see a lot of Headless Horseman figures other than like, you know, the Johnny Depp movie ones that came out, you know, forever ago, which I have that too. But you don't really see those, and I don't know if there's ever been a Red Death figure before. This might be a first. I don't know. There's a clock on the side too. But yeah, let's get this guy out, man, and take a closer look. But this is really cool. I really like it. All right, I haven't taken it out of the box yet, but just look at this. That's that same picture in the booklet I showed of the little masquerade and the different rooms there in the back too, as you can see the different colors. And yeah, just really, really good artwork. I love this artwork. But yeah, this is just the thing that was wrapping around the box. I already showed the back side of it. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's like a book. I didn't really pay attention to that. It's literally it's literally like opening a book. Yeah, that's cool. I really like that, man. This is definitely, it's like the same thing with the Headless Horseman, came with a little backdrop type deal thing too. But anyways, here's the figure in the box, and I love that clock, man. That is such good detail in this clock right here. Oh, I wasn't sure if I liked the clock in the picture, but the pictures I've seen, but this looks really nice in person. And this mask on this guy, really good, man. Really cool. The hands there. Can't wait to get this guy out and see what he's looking like. But yes, there's that. And then we got on the side just another picture. Got to keep them candles lit. And then here's like an outside picture of like the castle or whatever you'd like to call this. There's one of them plague doctors. I'm assuming those are bodies in the back there with flies or something buzzing around them. Oh, cool stuff. But there's that. But yeah, this guy looks really cool in the box. And I love that backdrop. I'm glad it's there. I'm just going to have to figure out where to put this guy, because I definitely want to keep him out. I don't like boxing stuff, but love that back jock, man. That's love it. Good artwork. But anyways, let's get this guy out and get a closer look. All right, guys. So here, the Red Death out of the box, and I have to say he is looking pretty cool, guys. Check out that. Look at that mask. Creepy as hell. Them dead, empty eyes. I don't think there's eyeballs in there. I think it's just hollow, but pretty freaking creepy. Check out that robe. We got a nice purplish red, and then we got the red hood. Very cool. Very impressive. But yeah, man, that mask's awesome. Yeah, he definitely looks really cool. You got that jaw going on there, those teeth. Very cool figure, guys. All right, so let's check out his articulation and see what else we got going on with him. But just the looks of it, they did a really awesome job on this guy. All right, guys. So as far as articulation goes, now with all this hood and this heavy robe looking thing he's got on him, you know, and I think if you take all this off, which you can take it all off, I don't know why you would, but he does have like a loincloth looking thing underneath after you get rid of the robe and the hood and everything. And he's naked and he just has one of them loincloths. But yeah, that's about it. But as you can see, there's not a whole lot of going on with the articulation in the arms here. Now you can't do much. There is like an elbow, but really nothing. You might need to heat it up to bend it on too much. But you can move it up like that, which isn't bad. But I don't know about going out too much. You might want to heat these guys up because they are known to break pretty easily from what I hear. But you're not going to get a ton of articulation in this guy. You get the arm up pretty damn high there. So yeah, you definitely want to heat these joints up with these figures. I'm always worried that breaking them, but yeah, you can twist the wrist around. Get the hand looking however you want. As far as the head goes, now you can, like I said, I moved it up a little bit. You can make it look down that much, back up that much. If you take it any further back than that, you're going to pop his head off. But you can move it side to side. You can make him go all the way around like like a exorcist or something. But you can take the actual mask part off. I don't know why you would. If you look, there is no eyeballs or anything underneath the mask. It's really just a black-looking abyss, nothingness. So there's no face or anything under there. There's no skull. It's just a black abyss. Now you can see he's got like these red-looking teeth, and underneath he's got these zombie-looking jaw. Now, there's no articulation in the jaw, but you can move it just slightly, but it's not really made that way. There is no articulation, but I still think that's a little funny. Make him talk a little bit, but that's about as good as that's getting. So there's a little bit of articulation in the arm. There's nothing special with it, but be careful if you get this thing. They even give you a little notice. They send you a little notice. Joints on Mythic Legion figures, which that's the line. I think some of these body parts for this figure came from the Mythic Legion's figures. But like it says, especially during the cold weather, and it tells you, you need to heat up these joints, which would be a good idea. I probably should have started that way. His elbow looking a little whack now. I'm going to have to be careful moving his arms around, pull his hand off there. But yeah, guys, just be careful if you get these figures. It's nothing worse when you spend 60, 70 some dollars or more on a figure and then you break the damn thing. Which doesn't happen to me often, but I'm not someone who likes to spend forever blow drying these guys or soaking them in hot water or however you want to, do it. But, it won't take that long. Don't be lazy about it like I am. But anyways, guys, not a whole lot of articulation. We'll look at his legs here. He can't, with all this fabric and stuff, there's limitations, of course. But he can pretty much put his leg all the way back here, as you can see. So you got some knees going on there. Can't really do splits or anything like that just because of the fabric. But yeah, as far as like the crunch, as you can see, there's a little something there. But yeah, not too much. with all this, but you'll be able to bend them down a little bit if you have them standing up, down. So you're good. You're going to get all the articulation you need out of this guy. It's not a whole lot. There's probably not going to be a lot of dynamic posing you need to do with this guy anyways. But whatever the bare bones and everything you need are there, and he can do certain poses, whatever you're going to want him to look like, sinister, sinister, evil, or just, whatever, poetic. But very cool figure. Articulation looks nice. I already talked about that awesome looking mask, the robe. Cool figure. So let's move on to the next stuff. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the accessories. We can start with the extra hands, and we'll start with these ones right here. Now, as you can see already, I have these backwards. As you can see already, if you've been looking at the figure, he has one darker black hand, and he has a red hand over here. Now, it's the same thing with his extra hands here. He's got 2 fists. And look at them fingernails, man. Those fingernails look look horrific, man. It looks like you're gonna, scary fingernails. I like the fingernails, but yeah, you got 2 fist hands here. You put him holding something. You have a little grip in there. So you got those 2 hands, and then you have another set of hands here. You could use these. Same idea. You got those awesome fingernails. I should probably change the background so we aren't getting blurred out here, but awesome fingernails. Yeah. And you could use these to hold the dagger or whatever you'd like to do. Another good set of hands. And then we got these creepy claw-looking hands. This is another good set. I think I'll either use these hands or the ones he has on him now. I think those are my favorite. So, yeah, pretty cool. So you got 4 pairs of hands to choose from. So that's nice. It's always good to have options. He does come with this dagger. Now, if we can show it without blurring up the screen. But the dagger's pretty simple. It's not like you think they could probably have spiced up the dagger a little bit. Maybe put something in there to make it look a little bit more special. But it just looks like a plain old dagger. It's fine. It's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, there we go. He's got a dagger. And let's go over this clock. Now, I have to say the clock. Alright, for the most important accessory of all is the big clock here. And this is actually a very important factor in the entire story as a whole anyways. But let's take a closer look at this, which is, I will have to say, out of all the pieces in this, this is the most highly detailed. Very, very well done. Very cool looking. Wish the lighting was just a little bit better. I'll turn it up. There we go. Now, we can make out the design a little bit better here. Look at all that design, man. Look at all that work put into this clock here. It just looks really, really cool. You go down, you got the bell, a little chime going on, a little ring. All the way up the side here, you got all that detail. You got this evil looking gargoyle devil figure down here. And you got this base, which has these 4 legs, and it does have like the holes in the bottom of it, so you can peg it in somewhere. But yeah, then you got the raven or crow, whatever bird this is, we want to call it, sitting on the top. And he's pretty cool. I think I like more of like the side profile with the bird. I think it looks better that way, even though you can't see the details as well into the clock. Well, you can pretty much. I think I kind of like it slightly turned just because I like the more of the look on the bird that way. But yeah, very cool piece. It's actually, when you get it out of the box, there's actually pegs on top here, and you put the raven or crow on top of that, so it just snaps on top. And then down here at the bottom, this base right here is actually separate, and right where the devil is, you'll connect it into the pegs. So you got that, so it all connects that way. But very cool piece. I think this is the most well-designed piece out of the whole thing. I do enjoy the mask on this guy, and I love those fingernails. But I think overall this piece is so well detailed and so well done. We're gonna have to give it to them on this. But awesome clock, I have to say. And then Last but not least, there is this accessory, which is just a big blood pile, a blood puddle, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, it does have the little pegs here where you can put them, and there's 4 of them, which is funny because there's 4 on the bottom. So if you wanted to make it look like there was blood coming from underneath the clock, you could do that. But I think most people will probably put the Red Death on those pegs somewhere around there. So either one, whatever you want to do. If you want to make it look like it's coming from underneath the clock, or have him sitting on it, or maybe you can do both. Put 2 legs in the back and then him in the front. You can do it like that. So whatever you want to do with those pegs is all up to you. But that is the clock and that is the accessories. So let's go on to the next thing. All right, guys, my final thoughts on this figure. Is he worth the price? I'm going to have to say yes. I believe it was $60. You're getting this mini comic, as they're calling it, the little booklet here that tells the whole Edgar Allan Poe story, and it has the artwork in it. You're getting this awesome backdrop of the masquerade, all that really cool looking costumes. You got the different rooms going on up there with the different colors. I think the best parts about this figure, the robe's obviously outstanding. You got that blood down there. But I think with this figure, I think the mask is obviously the standout, which it should be. And then you got the hands, and the fingernails on those hands are really cool. I really like those. And obviously the greatest detail in the whole setup here is the clock. The clock has the most detail. Definitely a lot of effort into making this clock look really nice. So I have to say, yeah, $60. Good price for this figure. I would definitely get it again. And I think you guys, if you're really into Edgar Allan Poe, or you just like horror stuff, I think this is a really cool figure for $60. Can't go wrong with it. So yeah, recommended. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Check out my other ones, and talk to you soon.